How does this enable? So normally what they would have to do is enter into some sort of licensing agreement with the company who has the IP around that drug, go through this complicated, expensive, friction-filled process,
Yeah,
right? So
exactly.
now we've got these tokens.
Mhm.
How does that make it easier?
Because you can sell some of them to fundraise, right? So rather than licensing the drug from the company, forming a company to hold that IP, now selling equity to investors to fundraise for that research, you can directly do it by selling tokens.
So that helps fund the additional research. I guess what I'm still not clear on is how does that help with the ownership of the IP or the licensing of the IP? So would some of that fundraising go to the company or people who had the original IP? How does that?
Yeah, so the fundraising would go to whatever the token holders want. So you basically like, I think you one way to think about the tokens is their governance, basically. So, the same way you have corporate governance where, each person on the board has X% of the vote. The token holders are the shareholders, essentially, right? From a governance perspective. And so if they all vote, hey, we want to sell 10% of these off so that we can go fundraise for, we ran the worm bot experiment, but now we want to go test them on mice. It's going to cost this much money.
Okay.
We want to fundraise for that next milestone. You can do that essentially
So
by
this is so in what you're describing, this is an opportunity to raise funds to further develop the IP.